Welcome, Sagittarius, to your month of March reading. I do apologize, I got a bit behind on these. What this spread is going to look like, though, is we're actually going to start with this week. So this first card and some clarifying cards will talk about the energy that's going on this very week. If you're watching this the first week of March, then we go into the other weeks, so second, third, fourth. And this is not a definitive timeline. This is more of a progression of how you might expect to see some of the energy to go. So we're going to go over the general energy for this month, and then we're going to clarify even more with a love reading, an abundance reading, a career life purpose, business kind of reading, and then give you one law of attraction message to remember that's going to help progress you forward throughout the month of March. So my name is Rachel. I'm the owner of Reiki with Rachel, where I specialize in distance energy work and card readings. You can go to my website, the link is below, and get a free MP3 energy healing download if you're interested. Or contact me if you want a personal reading or energy healing session. So let's get started with this week. We start with a Three of Wands in reverse. And this is talking about, I'm feeling like you see there's this journey ahead. And perhaps you're feeling a little overwhelmed within the moment, and it's causing you to kind of stay still. So you know that you don't really like where you're at, or that you want to, it's not that you don't like it, let me rephrase that. You know that you want something new, you want something different, you want something to shift. Sagittarius, you're just you love that freedom, you want that fluidity. So I'm feeling like a lot of you starting the beginning of the month, you're looking forward maybe at the rest of this month or just like the next couple months and saying, where do I go now? You want to take action. You are an action fiery sign. This is an action fiery card that represents Sagittarius. Wands in the tarot represent their fire. However, it's in reverse. So I'm feeling like you feel like your fire has been dimmed in some way, or you feel like you just can't take action and you really, really want to. So let's take a look at the clarifying cards. The first card that comes out is Envy, and I'm feeling like this is a card talking about being a little stuck in your head. And the reason that makes me think that is you can see the majority of this card is dark. But then, if this person in this card would turn around, they could see there's this beautiful city, there's flowers, there's like a castle. This is just like abundance and sunshine and new beginnings. But the individual in this card is not looking out that way. They're looking forward. They're looking up. And that's what indicates to me they're in their own head. And they're not seeing. All they had to do was turn around. So I feel like that might be the energy that, we might be starting in, just feeling like overwhelmed or unsure. Now, the next card is the Angel of Strength, the Lion. This is reminding you how strong you are. This is reminding you, let me go over the next card. The third chakra. This is reminding you that your power chakra, Sagittarius, is your third chakra. That is one of empowerment. That is one of getting shit done. That is one of leadership. That's who you truly are. And we all go through those periods of time where we feel a little stuck, we feel a little stagnant, but I feel like for a lot of Sagittarius it's even harder than it would be for, I'm a Taurus, I'm a fixed sign. I'm cool staying in the same place for a while. Sagittarius, you want to make stuff happen, you want to move. And so if there's any time that you feel stuck or stagnant, then it does cause you to get maybe down on yourself or start to question things. But the cards for the beginning of the month are just encouraging you, if you're feeling like this in any way, in any area of your life, it doesn't have to be across the board, it can be a single area. Remind yourself of who you truly are. Remind yourself of your ability. You have a greater ability than the majority of the people out there to make stuff happen because you are so fiery. You are such an innovator. You are such a natural leader, and that's what I see when I see this lion. It's just this natural ability to lead the pack. And so if you are feeling like you're not there right now, know that you are deep down, and reconnect with that part of you in any small way that you can. Even if it's just reaffirming when you have an idea, reaffirming what a good idea that is instead of shooting it down. You know, we have as many contrasting thoughts as we do ideas. Now, let me rephrase that. I'm pretty sure that most of us have more contrasting thoughts than we have ideas. So if you have an idea and then a contrasting thought of probably won't work, you know, it's already been done, bombard it, then that idea doesn't have a chance to flourish. And that's how you get in this point that the first card indicates, where you're looking forward and you're like, I want something more, but what is that more? How do I get there? So just an easy step that you can do to really step into your power is continue to reaffirm how great your ideas are instead of shooting them down. What would that look like? What would it look like if you had an idea and you're like, wow, that's really good? What could happen next? Well, you know, allow yourself to dream a little bit. And it's just a process that can kind of give you that little nudge, that little push to get back in your power, because that is where you flourish, when you are in your power. If you have an opportunity to take a leadership role in anything, even if it is volunteering, go for it. Take a leadership role at work, like whatever it is that can help you feel your power. It would be a helpful energy to try and embrace this week as we start this new month. Okay, so let's move on to the next week. The next card that we got for about the second week of March is the Five of Wands. This is talking about competition. It could be talking about disharmony. But the thing that always stands out to me in this card is all of these guys who are fighting. There's two things that stand out. First, they're not actually fighting each other. They're just all holding their wands up, but none of them are actually battling. They're just like getting ready to. They're getting ready to defend themselves. Secondly, they're all wearing such contrasting clothes. So this card often comes to speak of contrasting ideas within yourself. And like how I just said in the past, whenever I was talking about the past cards, this could be when you have an idea and something comes up and says, no, it's not going to work. It could be speaking to that. Now, on a more physical level, it could be speaking to disharmony in relationships, perceived competition, maybe looking to the outside and saying, like, other people are against me in some way, or, you know, just other people don't get me, I don't get other people, looking out at that. Now, let me show you the clarifying card, because it really does help us understand what's going on, and this is the Deceit card. This card paired with the Five of Wands is really speaking to the illusion of a confrontation, the illusion of misunderstandings. There doesn't appear that there's going to be actual battles, actual confrontations, but in your mind, you might be perceiving them that way. Remember, we're going into Mercury retrograde. We will be in Mercury retrograde the second week of March. Something that rules is communication. So I feel like the cards are coming to advise you, just be a little careful in your communication. You know, make sure that your emails are read over once or twice before you send them. And also, don't jump to any conclusions when people respond a certain way. Don't try to make assumptions based on how others are communicating with you, because there is a very, very high likelihood that you will misunderstand another person, they will misunderstand you, and then you create this kind of like battle that was based all 100% in illusion. So just be careful about that the second week, and let's now move on to the third week, and we get the Emperor in reverse. So Sagittarius, you are such an emperor by nature. But when the Emperor comes in reverse, again, it's talking about just feeling a little disempowered, or maybe you're questioning your values. You're questioning what it is that you really want. And that's okay. That's part of the process. That's part of life. To sit back and say, what is really important to me? And the card that came out to clarify that was the Heart Chakra card, Archangel Raphael. I feel like it's really a time for you to sink into your heart. Say, what is most meaningful to me? What do I truly want? What would feel good to me? And as you do that, I'm just getting the vision of the Emperor who is in reverse. You're returning to your throne. But you're just taking some time, perhaps throughout the whole month, just to reevaluate what you truly want. And know, when you get to look at all these cards together, know that this is just a phase. And don't get too stuck on any perceived competition, on any disharmony that you feel is going on in your life with other people. Because it's not the truth. It could be something that's like working its way out of your system almost. Especially Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde, people hate it. They don't always hate it, but a lot of people hate it. But really what it is here to do, to help us do, is give us time to reevaluate what serves us and what does not serve us. So if you have thinking patterns or habits that do not serve you, then they will be made very, very apparent during Mercury retrograde. What often happens is we get really swept up in the illusion of it. Instead of reevaluating these things, allowing them to pass, maybe shifting some of our thinking, our behavior, we get swept up in like the drama that it creates. So this month is really a chance for you to come back into your power. It's a chance for you to truly reevaluate what your heart wants, what your soul wants. And all the cards are saying is don't get swept up in the illusion of anything. Use this time, use the contrast that you experience during this month to bring you closer into alignment with who you are, with what your next steps are. Because I want to now move on to the last part of the month. And we got the Ace of Wands. And then we got the Ten of Cups in reverse. So this is speaking to several different things. Remember how I just talked about the second week, you might have some disharmony in relationships. Towards the end of the month, you're ready to take action to reharmonize your relationships. You're ready to take action. Maybe it's a collaboration with another person. Maybe it's just like a new understanding in a relationship. Maybe it is, something that just felt a little out of whack within your family. You are taking action. And the other people in your life, I'm feeling like there's a receptivity to this, and they might also be taking action to neutralize anything that just wasn't working for you. Because throughout the course of the month, you were able to see what wasn't working for you. Okay, so that is one thing that these cards speak to. The second piece that these cards speak to is the Ace of Wands is starting new action. And I just want to say, the beginning card is talking about inaction. By the end of the month, we are speaking of action. And let me show you the clarifying cards. 3 came out in a chunk. The first one that came out was Man Holding a Coin. You are preparing yourself this month, Sagittarius. You are getting you ready to experience new physical manifestations of abundance, prosperity, success, perhaps freedom. You're getting yourself ready, and that's all this process is. And I don't want anything in this message to make you feel any sort of fear. It's just a process that is getting you to this point. Man Holding a Coin is talking about physical manifestations. You are taking action. It's going to lead to these physical manifestations if you allow yourself to go through these energies. Now, what came out immediately behind the card was Goddess of the Moon and the 6th chakra. What I'm feeling, both of these cards, both of them indicate intuition. What you are doing is eliminating this month everything that's blocking your intuition. And by the end of the month, you're going to be ready to take action. A second thing that I am guided towards is the full moon that's going to happen towards the end of the month, I feel like is going to be a catalyst for you. It's going to move you to the next stage of whatever your journey is. You might want to pay attention to the full moon this month. Let's get some more clarification now. Let's start with business, life purpose, career, where that is heading this month and what the energy is. And look at the card that came out. Success. Congratulations, you did it. You're feeling a little indecisive, if you are feeling a little indecisive now, about business, about a career, about something regarding your life purpose, know that, just like I said, this is a process that is getting you to success. Now, what lies behind the success card is the card talking about helping children. Now, this could be talking about a career helping children would lead to success. It could also be talking about doing some inner child work, some healing. And that's really what all the other cards are speaking to as well, this healing journey this month. Allow yourself to receive is the next card that came up for life purpose business. Open your arms to welcome the blessings and assured prayers that God is sending you. Do not sell yourself short. Allow yourself to receive the highest amount of success, the highest amount of abundance. The last card that we got was journaling. Immediately in this card, I'm drawn to this white bird, I believe it's a dove. To me, doves represent peace. You are going through a process that's going to bring you peace in career. Journaling is going to help you with that. Getting your emotions out, getting your thoughts out, getting your ideas out on a piece of paper. I just got the intuition, like, write an idea on a piece of paper that you have, and then all the reasons why you would be amazing at tackling that idea. But know that the card that came before all of this was that success card. You're being very, very watched over. If you can see in this card, there's this angel, there's this guide. The universe is really trying to help you. Really, really wanting to help you. They're just wanting you to be in a place where you're receptive to get the intuitions. And that's all. Anything, any up or down that you go through this month is getting you to a place where you're open to get these intuitions about what is going to lead you to the next steps, to the success that you want. Let's move now on to love. The love and romance card, if you're in a relationship, if you're not in a relationship, even if you're in a happy relationship, like, what's going to help you this month? And this is playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And we just, in the career card, we got that helping children. And I said it was inner child healing, and I do think that's a piece of it, but I'm also feeling like let your inner child come out in business, in relationships. Just have fun. Anything that is viewed as disharmony is not the truth. And the more you can just adopt a sense of playfulness, the more your relationships are going to serve you. Or if you're single, just adopt the playfulness in the dating game, or just playfulness just with your friends and having fun. And then you're kind of in this space where you're not worried about a relationship. And that's always whenever we find the best relationship is when we're in that state. No matter where you are in your relationship status, just act like you would if you were a kid, like you would if you were just very first starting to date somebody and everything's fun. Enjoy that. Allow yourself to just enjoy. And this is something I'm really feeling guided to share is going to be an underlying strength in everything for you this month. If you're feeling stuck or in any way, in any part of your life, find the fun. Don't focus on how you feel stuck. Don't focus on how you want more, because those are that's focusing on lack. Shift your focus to something that's fun. Even if it has nothing to do with where you want to go, just enjoy this month. And once you're able to do that, all these energies that we talked about, they're able to pass. You don't get sucked up into them. Let's look at abundance, okay? Ooh, all right. So we already got confirmation by the end of the month there could be an increase in abundance. Your abundance reading, or your abundance card, is words of abundance. And let me read it to you. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms. And that is what you will attract to yourself and others. I really feel like it is a month to just pay attention to your words, pay attention to your thoughts. When it comes to abundance, when it comes to every aspect of your life, speak into existence only that which you want to attract, only that which you want to manifest. And do this in your world, but also do it for yourself. So never call yourself anything negative. And if you have been, stop. Just stop it right now. And speak about yourself in powerful words. With words that make you feel strong and empowered and like a leader. And do the same for everything in your world. It's a good month to speak affirmations, to write affirmations. We got that journaling card when it came to business. Writing affirmations in a journal every single morning. And that is shifting the energy. That is where we see this energy shift going on this month. And along the same lines, I want to read you now your your law of attraction message. Your law of attraction message is, my manifesting thoughts are buffered by time. What this is talking about is, I feel like a lot of you have these visions. We all do. You have these visions of something you want to manifest, something you want to create. And you're like, I'm visualizing, I set these intentions, why is it not here yet? Well, if we lived on the plane where what we thought instantly manifested, then how many negative things would you have manifested as well? This month is a chance for you to really foster a mindset that is made up of more of what you want to call in, more of what you love about yourself, more of words and thoughts that empower you as a person. This month is giving you the opportunity to shift into that. And once you are in that space, and not the space of any negativity or doubt or fear or anger or any of that kind of stuff. You want to move and shift out of that space into this more empowered one. And once you get there, then you start to see the manifestations. So I'll just read the back of this card really quickly, and I will leave you with this. Your earth is a nice environment for fine-tuning your knowledge. For here, your thoughts do not translate into instant equivalence. Your thoughts are governed by a buffer of time. If you were instantly manifesting, you would be spending more time trying to fix your mistakes than you would creating what you want. This month is giving you this buffer of time to really be clear on what you want to manifest, to be, like I mentioned earlier, just to work on embodying who you truly are, so that from that space, you are ready to take action and bring in physical manifestations, like the cards indicate you will be able to do by the end of this month. All right, So much love and light to you. If you do want a personal reading, please contact me at reikiwithrachel.com and like and subscribe if you enjoyed this reading. Bye for now.